Everyone thinks their favorite show is the greatest of all time. But what happens when we compare TV's biggest hits from the last 70 years head-to-head based on what audiences actually watched? From the laugh tracks of the 1950s to the streaming binges of today, these are the best TV shows from every decade ranked by viewers. Let's see if your favorite makes the cut, or if this list sparks a heated debate in the comments. This is the ultimate throwback battle, spanning from black and white classics to modern streaming icons. Back when most households were just getting their first television set, the 1950s gave us shows that defined American culture. At the top, I Love Lucy, a show so beloved, over 44 million people tuned in for its most famous episode in 1953. That was nearly 75% of all TV households in America at the time. Also dominating the decade, The Honeymooners' one season, endless quotable lines. The Twilight Zone, late 50s, eerie, ahead of its time, and still referenced today. These shows weren't just entertainment, they were events. If you missed it, you'd hear about it from your neighbors the next day. Television turned colorful, and audiences couldn't get enough. Number 1 for the decade, The Andy Griffith Show, the ultimate feel-good small-town escape. Other viewer favorites, bewitched magical comedy before CGI made it easy. Star Trek, not a huge hit at first, but the cult following made it legendary. The Beverly Hillbillies country folks in Beverly Hills, a culture clash that pulled in massive ratings. The final episode of The Fugitive in 1967 was the most watched TV finale at the time, setting the stage for future record breakers. The 70s was the golden age of sitcoms, funny, heartfelt, and unafraid to tackle real issues. Topping the list, All in the Family. Archie Bunker's living room became America's most watched spot for 9 seasons. Close contenders, MASH comedy drama set in the Korean War, and still one of the highest-rated finales ever. Happy Days gave us the Fonz, catchphrases, and jukebox magic. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, groundbreaking for female representation in media. They combined humor with moments that made you think a formula still used today. In the 80s, TV went bold fashion, music and storylines got louder. The decade's champion, The Cosby Show, redefining the sitcom with warmth, wit, and family values. Other fan favorites, Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Miami Vice, style, crime, and that iconic pastel fashion. The Golden Girls, 4 women proving life gets better and funnier after 50. The 90s was peak appointment television before streaming. You had to be there Thursday night. At the top, Friends, from Central Perk to We Were on a Break. It became a global phenomenon. Seinfeld, a show about nothing that became everything. ER, the medical drama that launched George Clooney. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bringing hip-hop culture into prime time. They're endlessly rewatchable, and the jokes still land decades later. Television grew up in the 2000s complex storylines, anti-heroes, and cinematic quality. Viewer favorite, The Sopranos, the mob drama that made Sunday nights sacred. Other standouts, The Office, US, awkward, hilarious, and painfully relatable. Lost mystery, drama, and endless theories. American Idol, turning karaoke singers into superstars. This decade's shift, TV wasn't just on in the background anymore, it became must-discuss entertainment. This is when binge-watching entered the chat. Top of the list, Game of Thrones, epic battles, shocking twists, and a finale that still sparks debates. Other viewer obsessions, Stranger Things. 80s nostalgia meets supernatural chills. Breaking Bad, a high school teacher turned drug kingpin. The Crown Royal drama that felt more real than history books. People consumed entire seasons in one weekend, changing how TV stories were told. We're living this one right now, but early viewer winners include The Last of Us. Emotional storytelling meets post-apocalyptic thrills. Ted Lasso, a kindness as a superpower. Wednesday goth charm goes viral on TikTok. Squid Game proving global hits can come from anywhere. Now shows don't just air, they explode online in memes, trends, and conversations. So there you have it, the most loved shows of each decade, ranked by viewers. From Lucy's antics to dragons and zombies, TV has evolved, but one thing hasn't changed. We love stories that bring us together. Which decade had the best TV? Drop your vote in the comments, because this list is definitely up for debate. And hey, if you enjoyed this trip through TV history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more pop culture deep dives. See you next time.